If you read the
And
Bible from Genesis to Revelation, you see the rapture. Like the last video you talked about Enoch. Remember? And
there's lots of types, and
yeah,
Enoch is one of them.
a lot of types of the rapture. Then you have the prophet. What's his name? Not Isaiah. Prophet
Elijah.
Elijah. Elijah was taken up. And then you go into the New Testament and you read Paul's the one that wrote about this rapture. I mean, in his day, he was expecting the rapture to happen.
Yes,
Like
they
we
were.
should be expecting the rapture to happen at any moment.
It's a dichotomy of where we believe the Lord can come at any moment, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you should live to be like you're going to be 100.
Yeah.
The Bible says, occupy till he comes.
Hmm.
And over the centuries, and especially the last couple hundred years, there are certain groups out there that, oh, the rapture is going to happen, or God was coming on this date, and this date, and this date. And they sold all their goods and they waited on their roofs and nothing happened.
Yeah.
So you can't just give up and quit living, because in your living, you may be used by the Lord in incredible ways. So occupy till he comes means keep living, keep working, keep your job, find better jobs, get
Yeah.
married, have a family, travel.
Continue
Just don't
living.
go, continue living. So occupy till he comes means keep living.
And so
God
the
has put you here at such a time as this
yep.
to glorify him, and don't go roll up in a ball and hide in the floor in a fetal position and suck your thumb. Get up and
And
go do.
and if we're born again Christians, we're Christians. This podcast is to bring hope to the hopeless, bring hope in the time we're living in right now. We hear about rumors of wars, all kinds of craziness in the world right now. But the rapture, First Thessalonians chapter 4, 13 through 18, brings comfort to us who are saved. We're talking about the church age. We're living in the church age, which is called the times of the Gentiles. But according to the signs around us, the seasons of the times, I really believe that this church age, this time of the Gentiles, is coming to an end. Don't you think?
It's wrapping up.
It's wrapping
And
up. Like what you said, that one person just needs to call out to the Lord. And
so, as you mentioned, Terry, there in First Thessalonians 4:13, Paul writes, he says, I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which have passed away,
mhm.
that you sorrow not, even as others that have no hope. And if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so them which also sleep in Jesus, God will bring with him. So the encouragement is there to do your homework. Don't be ignorant.
Yeah,
You know, you know,
don't be
again, like
lazy.
you said before, don't take our word for it. Do your homework, because it's there. Um, as we're talking about, you've got the different teachings, pre, mid, and post.
Yeah.
We believe that Jesus is going to take us up, because there's just a lot of arguments that are for a pre uh, tribulation rapture, because the church has to be removed.
Yeah.
Because God is going to deal with his adulterous wife, if you will, Israel,
Yeah.
and the church has to be removed so the focus can be on them. The rapture has to remove us, like we said the other day, Revelation 13. If the rapture doesn't happen, why is Satan in the man of the Antichrist wasting his time blaspheming God, his tabernacle, and those that dwell in heaven? If we're not there, if the rapture doesn't happen, why is Satan wasting his time bad mouthing us?
That's,
Now, you brought up Enoch in the Old Testament. There's another a verse in Isaiah that we may have talked about the other day, and it's Isaiah 26, verse 19, 20, and 21. And it says that your dead men shall live, together with my dead body shall they arise. Awake and sing, you that dwell in the dust, for your dew is as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead. Come, my people, enter you into thy chambers, and shut your doors about you. Hide yourself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. For behold, the Lord comes out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. So dead men shall live, and the earth cast out the dead. Sounds like those that are dead shall be caught up in the air, and then we who are alive and remain shall be caught up in the Lord in the air to meet the Lord.
Right.
And so, what's the tribulation period? In essence, it's to punish the non-believers. And one of those things in the tribulation period that you read in Revelation is that God is going to stone the earth with great hailstones.
Yeah.
And what's a penalty in the Levitical law about blasphemy? Oh, being stoned. So God's going to stone the earth. And one of the things that you read in Revelation in this time of this tribulation is that people are going to hide under the rocks, and rocks cover us and hide us from the wrath of the Lamb.